Hey everybody, welcome back to Runaway. Today, I'm going to install some Torklift frame mounts for a truck camper on my truck. Why? Because I have them. Do I need them? I'll answer that here in just a moment. Well, to answer that question of do we need frame mounts for a truck camper on our truck, the answer is no, we don't. We don't have a truck camper. But I do have some frame mounts that I took off our 2019 Ram 3500 single rear wheel from several years ago, and looks like they're gonna pretty close to fit, not quite. I've actually put them up for sale a long time ago on Marketplace, never did sell. I have all the hardware and everything, but never did sell, so I figured, well, let me go out to the garage, check it out, see if they'll actually fit. The front frame mounts fit perfect. I haven't put them on yet. I think they should fit perfect, but the rear ones are not going to be so perfect. They're really close, but I'm probably going to have to modify them a little bit and just see if I can get them on, because with Carl and I, you never know what could happen with us. So we're not in the market necessarily looking for a truck camper right now, but you never know. Might come across one that we can just play around with and go out and do some camping in, as well as hang on to our Bigfoot truck camper, or Bigfoot travel trailer. But then again, it may never happen, but I figure, well, since I have the frame mounts, nobody's bought them, and I think they're gonna fit on the truck, why not put them on just in case, somewhere down the line. Who knows, maybe we'll pick up one to go ahead and play around with. So let me get to putting these on. Let's check them out. Let me show you what I got first. So like I said, I have all the frame mounts that I took off my old Ram. They actually weren't on there very long because I didn't keep that truck very long, but about 6 months, so they're hardly even used, but I did keep them, have all the hardware. And so it's cool that they will mostly fit on this Ram 2500. Again, don't really need it on there right now, but I'm bored. I got nothing to do. There's no work, so why not go ahead and throw them on the truck just for something to do today. So, because who knows, you never know with us. We've had 8 truck campers, and who knows, maybe one day there will be a 9th. But then again, maybe there won't. So let's go ahead and jump into getting these things on. So the big square looking ones, those are actually for the front, and like I said, those should pretty well just bolt right up and be good to go. Although the one side, on the passenger side of the truck, you actually have to disconnect the emergency brake cable, so that part's not so great. The passenger side is super easy, should bolt right on. Driver's side is going to take a little time. On these rear ones, they're not going to work super easy because the holes don't line up, and then this section right here is not going to line up. But what I think I can do is kind of cut some of this section out right here and then drill another hole right here, and I think it'll bolt right up, because the bracket on the back side, that still lines up, so I can still bolt it there and then put the 3 bolts in the front, and just have to cut basically this whole top kind of corner out of it. So we'll see how it goes, see if I can get them on. I should have just got a Ford F350 single rear wheel, because I actually have the Torklift Super Hitch, 30K Super Hitch, and all of the frame mounts for an F350. I kept those off our old black dually F350, and they're in great shape, but can't use them on this truck. But at least I did keep the old mounts off our other Ram. Most of our upgrades that I put on vehicles, usually when I get rid of that vehicle, I take them all off and I keep them. I got timbrins and everything else. I got all kinds of stuff. Mainly for truck camper stuff. And but anyhow, so it's just a good little tip. If you're gonna get rid of your truck and you put a bunch of money into accessories and upgrades, if you can get them off reasonably, take them off, because you never know when you might use them again. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and start here on the passenger side, because it should be the easiest. And basically it's just gonna bolt right there where the body mount is for the bed of the truck, just right there in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that one and then move on to the hard one on the driver's side. All right, I got one side done. passenger side. That's where it is, just mounts around that body mount for the bed. So got it up, bolted on. Just have to put the extension on if we actually need them. I'm going to go ahead and flip the truck around so I can have more room to work on this side of the garage. Sorry for the noise with the fan going, but it's 90 something degrees outside and gotta have a fan going. So the passenger side, it was actually pretty quick, pretty easy install. Now for the difficult side, let me show you what's going on with this side. So I have done this before, but the problem is on this side you got this brake cable right here, so the mount's going to go basically up in the same spot it did on the passenger side, but you got these brake cables that run right through the middle of it, so you have to actually disconnect the brake. It's the emergency brake, so you have to take all this apart and then feed these cables back through the bracket, through this bracket, the mount, and then mount up the new Torklift mount and then run them back through and reconnect it. So that's what I got to do. Gonna get to it. So the instructions say that when you're going to take this, before you take this apart, to either mark or count the threads. So it's kind of hard to count all the threads, so I did mark it with a Sharpie on both sides, but I'm also going to measure this from the bracket to the end of the bolt. We're about 3 13/16, so that way I can get the proper tension on it when I put it back together. Took me a while, but I finally got the driver's side done. Having to deal with that whole emergency brake system, that was kind of a hassle, but it's really not that bad. And just having to pull those cables out and then slide them back through. So definitely doable if you're handy. You know, it just takes a little bit of time. It's really not that bad. So now I just got to do the back. Well, here's my mess. Got all my tools out. Did get the front ones on, so we're in good shape there. Not that I really need them. However, I could not get the back ones on. They're just not going to line up. These holes here are closer together than what the bolts are that are on the truck, and there's not enough steel up here to expand it and drill a hole further out. So these just are not going to work, unfortunately. The bottom one looks like it would have lined up, and maybe one of these. But anyhow, since we don't need them, not a big deal. I'll just, if we ever do need some, then I'll just have to get some to fit, but at least I got the front ones on and get them out of the garage. Even though my rear frame mounts that I have from my old truck, they're not going to fit this truck. Kind of a bummer, but not a big deal since I don't need them at the moment. But I bought this set from eTrailer years ago. And they did not send me anything for this video or anything like that, but I just want to say I will put a link to the proper set that goes with this Ram 2024 Ram 2500. I'll put a link down below in case you're interested in that, or you can just follow that link to something else that you need. You know, different if you have a different truck or whatever, you can look that up from there. But I'll put that in a link below in case you're interested in looking for that, and in case I need to actually go buy some rear ones eventually, someday, who knows. I can go back to that and we can go ahead and get them ordered and slap them on. At least the back ones I think should be much easier than putting on the front driver's side. Anyhow, that one's kind of tricky. So just check that out with etrailer.com. Link below on the Torklift frame mounts. Well, I wasn't able to get the back ones on. It appears that the brackets that I have, they're just a little bit too far off to make them work. The bolts that are on the truck are too spread apart, and so I'm not really able to make them work. There's not enough metal to drill the holes a little further apart. So no big deal. It's not like I need them anyhow. So, but I did get both the front ones on. So who knows? One day maybe we'll need them, and if we do, then I'll get some for the back that actually fit properly. Not a big deal, but at least I got something done for the day. And who knows? You know, although if we got a truck camper, we have to take this camper shell topper thing off, and that's always kind of a hassle too. But hey, might as well put these old parts to use because they're just sitting around the garage. They've been sitting here for years, so might as well slap them on, right? Something to do. But anyhow, if you're still watching, appreciate you hanging around, watching, and please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time on Runaway Roses. Bye-bye.